You can look at a tiny seed and see so much potential inside it to become a flower, a tree, or a huge plant. But to get there, that seed has to completely destroy what it currently is. When you think about who you want to be in 1 year or 5 years, you have to understand that becoming that person means destroying parts of who you are right now. Some parts of yourself will become unrecognizable, even to you and the people around you. To truly change, you have to become different. Many people say they want change, a better life, or to be better, but when it comes down to actually changing themselves, they resist. They want to stay exactly the same but expect everything around them to be different in a year. That's not going to happen. Usually, a breakthrough comes after a breakdown. Sometimes the universe forces that breakdown on you, and other times you have to seek it out. Your life won't change unless you change. It's wild how many people want a different life but refuse to be different themselves. Then they wonder why nothing changes. Your life today is a reflection of who you were a year ago, 2 years ago, or even longer. If you're unhappy with your life, it's because you didn't take the actions needed in the past to create the life you want now. The future you will live is shaped by what you do today. Think of it like a forest fire. At first, it looks like total destruction. But a year or 2 later, new growth appears because the fire cleared the way for it. Similarly, you have to burn down parts of yourself, like procrastination or lack of follow-through, to make space for new growth. Change means letting old parts of yourself die so new parts can grow. This is hard because our subconscious resists change. 95% of your thoughts and patterns are subconscious, and only 5% is conscious. So even if your conscious mind wants change, your subconscious fights it. Change feels like a threat because it means destroying who you think are. But that identity is just a character you've been playing. For example, Jim Carrey, in the documentary Jim and Andy, became so lost in his role as Andy Kaufman that he forgot who Jim Carrey was. That shows how flexible identity really is. You are not your ego or the character you've been playing. You can choose to be happier, more grateful, more motivated. When I look back at myself 10 years ago, I see someone who would be amazed by the life I have now. But I couldn't have gotten here without changing completely. The person you were 5 or 10 years ago had to die in some ways for the person you are now to grow. You have to destroy certain parts of yourself to create the new you. This process is like knocking down an old building to build a new one. It's scary because you don't know who you'll be without that old identity. But personal growth means losing yourself to find yourself. You have to let go of old versions of who you thought you were to become who you truly want to be. For example, I used to be lazy and unmotivated, but once I found something I was passionate about, I worked 100+ hours a week. That change wasn't easy. There's always some sadness in leaving your old self behind because ignorance is easy, but it's not fulfilling. Remember, progress equals happiness. You might never reach the exact life you want because your goals will always push forward like a horizon. But as long as you're growing and improving, you'll find joy in that progression. The future version of you, the flower, the tree, is out there. Right now, you might just be the seed. So ask yourself, what parts of me need to change? What do I have to destroy in order to grow? The seed has to destroy itself to become a flower. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep growing and don't want to miss new videos, make sure to follow for more.